Hi, in this video we're going to talk about the exterior of a Barletta L-Class pontoon. My name's Tom, by the way. I'm from Family Marine in Willmar, Minnesota. So today we're going to take a look at what's available in the exterior, what's standard features, what's optional features. So the first thing that I want to point out is that the L-Class Barlettas come standard with a 26-inch diameter pontoon, which is 1 inch larger than what the industry standard of 25 inches is. So the C-Class Barletta, for example, has 25-inch pontoons, but the L-Class has 26-inch diameter pontoons, which gives you a lot more buoyancy. Now, you'll notice that the nomenclature on this pontoon says a 25. One of the things that I want to point out with Barletta is Barletta measures the tube length. In other words, if the length of the tube is 25, then the nomenclature says 25. However, the swim platforms, notice how much farther back beyond the back of the boat the swim platforms extend, about 2.5 feet. Now, some companies would call this a 27 foot. Barletta doesn't do that. They give you the tube length. So their 25 is a tube length, where others may be what we call length overall, LOA. Okay? This splash guard is standard on an L-Class pontoon. So what that does, of course, is it helps keep the spray down, keeps the spray from coming back inside the boat when you're driving along on rough, choppy days. It also acts as a little bit of a pontoon guard. So hopefully, you know, if you were up against a dock or something like that, you might hit the guard, which is a lot stronger than the tube itself. All right? So having a pontoon guard and a pontoon splash rail built into the pontoon is very important. Another thing I want you to take notice of is the extruded aluminum splash fins. These are really heavy-duty splash fins. I'm a little over 200 pounds, and I can jump up and down on that. Now, some companies use a piece of sheet metal there. Obviously, you can't jump up and down on a piece of sheet metal. The reason that that's important is often when we see boats come into our service department, people have banged these splash fins up against the dock and they get sharp edges on them. So the stronger the splash fin is, the less sharp edges that we get and the less they get bent up. Why is that important? Because if I have my children swimming around, I really don't want sharp edges on the outside of the pontoon for them to cut themselves on. Oh, before I forget, because we post these videos in multiple different locations on the internet, we're not exactly sure where you're seeing this video from. So at the end of this video, I'm going to give you a link to our YouTube channel, and playlist number 5 is our L-Class Barletta pontoons. In that playlist, we're going to go through exterior, we're going to go through the helm, we're going to go through the interior seating options. We're going to show you everything that there is to know about a Barletta L-Class series pontoon. Also on that same YouTube channel, we'll have a list of all of our inventory. We'll do videos on the Corsa series boats, which are a step down from the L-Class, and we'll do a series of videos on the C-Class, which are a step down from the Corsa series of pontoons. Okay, this particular boat, when we ordered it, we had what's called a Blackout Package added. What a Blackout Package is these rails, which are standard, what we call anodized aluminum. It's the normal silver-looking rails that everybody has. But Barletta has an option called a Blackout Package, where this rail is anodized black, the rub rail, the skirting, and even the bimini top frame is anodized black. So the Blackout Package is an option. Up front we have our stainless steel pop-up cleats. We have our LED docking lights. We have our LED navigation lights. And around front we have some nice chrome trim on the bow of the pontoon. As we head to the back of the pontoon, another option that this boat has is what we call stern safety stanchions. Now, the stern safety stanchions are an option on the U model, the Ultra Lounge. And when we do our video on the interior seating, we'll show you what an Ultra Lounge is. But as you can see how the back of the boat would normally be open, and what that would mean if you didn't have these safety stanchions is that you couldn't ride back here while the boat is in motion. So the option of the stainless steel stern safety stanchions makes it so that it's legal to ride back here. We have a chain and we have another chain down here. And now we're legal to ride in that stern bench seat as the boat's in motion. Okay? In the back of the boat is a trap door that goes down into the tube, and that is a anchor storage locker, or some people use it for a hopper, a Yeti Hopper 18 cooler. Will fit in there perfectly. Again, we have our stern pop-up stainless steel cleat. Now these little cleats right here pop in and out. This is what you tie your boat bumper to. Okay, so you have a rope tied to this little hoop up on top, and your boat bumper stores in these fender racks or bumper racks in the back of the boat when you're not using it. So when you want to use them, you pop them out of those fender racks and you simply click them into here. That's a really nice feature. It's easy. You have a place to store your fenders out of the way when you're not using them. It's not taking up storage space inside the boat. They're easy to get on and off the clips that are on their fencing. Now, all L-class Barlettas are standard with a 2-tube. The option is to go to a 3-tube, which this particular boat is a tri-toon, triple-toon, 3-toon, whatever you want to call it. But the biggest thing that I want to point out with the L-class is their chassis. And I do a separate video on their chassis construction, but I just want to hit real quick on what this is. From port side to starboard side, we have what we call cross members. Now, most companies use what they call a C-channel, which is just this area right here. Barletta uses what we call a double I-beam. Not all of them are double I-beams because these babies are really expensive, but most of them are double I-beams. There's a lot of these double I-beams, and what that does is add an incredible amount of strength to the chassis of the pontoon. Therefore, you get a smoother ride, you get a quieter ride, and you get a vibration-free ride. The vibration is one of the things is due to that little black rubber strip right there. It's called a VIP pad. That's a rubber pad between the cross member and the bracket that's welded to the top of the tube, and that reduces or eliminates the vibration from the engine from going through the pontoon. Vibration isolation pad. Very important. It is. When they talk about vibration free, they really mean it. Now, styling on the outside. One of the really great things about the Barlettas is that people really like is the styling. Oh my gosh, the flow to the lines. They're such an attractive looking boat. Now, there's really two different exterior designs. There's the design where the rear fencing slopes down to the back, like what you see on this Ultra Lounge. Now, the model that's called a QCSS, that's a quad bench seats on the inside with a Super Sport SS, uses the same fencing, okay? But that has quad lounge in it instead of this Ultra Lounge. So I'll show you a picture of that. This is what that looks like. You can see where the rear of the bench seat is exposed, and it's got a couple of speakers mounted in the back of the rear bench seats. So that's what this looks like. And then the third option on a Q model or a QC is where the aluminum fencing curves around the back and has the gate in the middle, of course. So this is what on a Q or a QC model. Okay, colors. Now, on an L class, a two-tone is standard. So you can get a two-tone. There's 7 different colors available, right? And you can get any one of those colors, top or bottom, whatever you prefer. Now, you can get the boat in a monotone also. Let's say you wanted an all-black boat. Yes, you can do that. But standard is a two-tone, right? And you can flip-flop. If I wanted the gray up here and the black down here, yes, I can do that. That's a no charge. Okay, so that pretty much covers it on the exterior of the Barletta L class. So I want to thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to contact us, you can see us either on the internet, which is www.familymarineboats.com, or you could give us a call at area code 320-222-BOAT. That's 222-2628, and sales extension 11 is Corey. So please feel free to give us a call. And thank you very much for watching.